divinely guided messages for healing of the mind, the body, and the soul. So it's a brand new year. I don't know about you, but I am very glad that this past year is a thing of the past. And I did my best to release the hurt, the betrayals, the sadness, the human things that people do to one another. And I did my best to feel it, release it, and let it go. I have learned so many things from my struggles. And what I have learned is that most people don't learn unless there is struggle. Most people don't want to learn because we get comfortable. We get so comfortable within ourselves that we don't feel like we have to adjust anything because everything is good. When everything is good. And then we just hop along and we do our thing and autopilot, whatever we've been taught and trained to do, that's what we do. And so that's how we live our lives and miss out on our life. We're missing out on the journey. We're missing out on the growth. We're missing out on peeling off the layers of the onion that we are. So the storms, they always come to a pass. Like, if you're like me, you're searching for a better life. You are searching for your potential. You want to create something beautiful in your life. You want to make your life come into fruition in a way that you love it, like mind, body, and soul. Strengthen it. There are so many ways that we can do that. And if you're like me, you would like to live a life here on planet Earth that is good, where you're happy and you can enjoy it and you feel proud of yourself, or you feel good about the accomplishments that you have been able to do. So this is why maybe on this first day of the year, so far it's been peaceful. So this has been a great year so far. Great year so far. And that's a good thing. Always keep hope. Always stay optimistic. Not in a fake way or a toxic way, but just always know that whenever there is a storm, people come in. When you are trying to fulfill your purpose, when you are walking in truth, when you are walking in alignment with who you are authentically, and you are walking in alignment and hand in hand with the divine, and you're doing good and you are shining and you're doing all these right things, so things just start to fall into place for you. Not only are you going to attract the good, you are also going to attract the evil, like if you want to call it good and evil. So you're going to attract God into your life, good deeds, people being friendly, happy, joyous, kind, compassionate. You're going to invite jealousy, greed, competition, comparing, judging, all that in there too. And I think the main reason why these people get so attracted is something that they really want. They want the light that you carry, but they don't know how to get it. And when they don't know how to get it, they attack what it is. They attack it because it's fearful. The ego, we all have an ego. It's all the labels. It's all this identity that we have built up throughout our lives. We all have one. It's part of the layers that we have to peel off in order to find the true essence of who we truly are. And so the storms that we go through, you better believe that you are going to be, when you follow your passion, when you're looking for your authenticity, when you are on this soul's journey and you follow your inner guidance, you follow your intuition, you better believe that you're going to find adversaries every step of the way. New levels, new devils. They're going to come at you. Your job is to grow from it. Use it as thank you for the help to put some light on what I need to work on. Thank you for allowing me to shed light on my shadow so that I can bring it to the light. And once I bring it to the light, it has no power over me anymore. So making things conscious, things that have been unconscious in your life, how can you bring it to the surface and make it conscious? It's scary kind of because it's in back there for a reason. Like, I don't want to feel this. It's scary or it's a lot. And so how bring it forward anyway, just go through it, because it's not going to last very long that you be scared or it's uncomfortable. It doesn't last very long. And the gifts afterwards is just tremendous relief and just like, wow, breakthrough. And now you can do things that you couldn't do before. Now you can live in a way that you couldn't before. Now you can reach new levels that you couldn't before. Just because this one thing came out of the shadows and you shed light on it, now you're not going to repeat that pattern anymore. So that's the power it holds. So always say thanks to your adversaries as well. And know in your heart, in your mind, in your body, that this storm, this too shall pass. And it always does. Your job is to not lose focus. Stay focused on your path. Stay focused on your journey. Stay focused on doing the right thing, growing and peeling off your layers, becoming more authentic. How can you maybe though look back in this past year and look at the storms that came throughout the whole year? There was different types of storms. People came in with different types of intentions. People came at you with different types of manipulations. People came at you with different agendas. They had some kind of agendas. When you are working towards the light, this might be to just hold you steady fast so that you won't develop who you are, so you won't take out your power, so you won't be reaching for levels that they might not have reached themselves, or maybe there can be many things. People are wanting to hold you back. This is, and it's kind of the essence, the whole energy, like it wants people to be stuck. So if you're breaching out of this matrix, you're reaching out of this stuff, you're starting to see that, you know what we are doing around here doesn't make that much sense. Maybe it's not quite right. What we are keep doing over here is not quite right either. So maybe and then you start to think about it, you start to look at it, and it doesn't look quite right. So looking back in hindsight, how can you learn from these things? Are there similarities maybe between the different storms? Like they brought out the same reaction in you. So if you had 5 storms and every time it brought out some kind of anger because of something, then this might be God telling you that there is some unresolved anger issue that keeps coming up because it's trying to teach you something. It's the lesson of life. It's the life lessons learning. So these things will come back. You're going to keep repeating the pattern until you learn from it. And so if you don't like it, figure it out, because then you don't have to repeat it. You don't have to experience it again. So when people from the past return, sometimes it can be to, are you done with this lesson yet? Or do you still have some reminiscence, or what's it called, some stuff hanging around from them still that you need to get rid of? And this is not in to diminish other people. It is not to talk down on people. It is not to lift yourself over them because I am better. No, we're all on different places. We're all in different places on this soul's journey through life. So your job is to focus on your journey, and the people in your life, you're a lesson to them too. So in their soul's journey, you are a lesson too. And they come into your life and they are a lesson to you. So every interaction that we have with people is a lesson in a way. And so if you learn from it, and then the same type of people are going to come into your presence until you learn from it. And it's always about going within, and it's always about finding the answers inside of yourself. Why do I keep attracting people who hurt me? Well, maybe it's because I don't think I deserve any better. And when I say it out loud, or when I think about it, it's like, wow, okay. And then, so how do I deal with that? What do I do with that? Well, for me personally, I make affirmations. I am worthy. I am lovable. I am enough. I am, and I make up all these things that will counteract my belief, and so that I can change it. So I'm changing out the thoughts. Also, Tony Robbins is teaching a very, very beautiful, smart thing, to take the pictures or the images or the sounds or however you see things in your head, and you change the color of it. Maybe you change the sound of it. You tune it down. If it's very loud, you can turn it down. If it's very colorful and it stirs you up, then maybe you can turn it into black and white. And then you can shove it backwards. Just watch it in your mind's eye as you take the memories, take the feelings, whatever, put it way back there. And then you bring forth the things that you want to grow in your life. You bring them forward in your mind, so that whatever it is, that if you're scared to do something, there's something you want to do, but you're kind of scared of it, bring that into your front of your head, in your thinking mind, And then you bring it in there, you turn the lights on, you turn colors on it, you make it bright, you make it beautiful, however you need to see it in order for you to feel good about it. And this is how you can take things and change things in your mind and work on it like just memory by memory almost. And then so we're here in this new year, completion of the old one. We came through it. It is what it is, I would say. It is what it is. It was a big lesson, and now we are here. What kind of direction are you going to go in? And another person that I really like is his wisdom and all his knowledge and his yeah, his wisdom, his knowledge, and all this human knowledge that he has. Jordan Peterson, he also talks about, I was listening yesterday, and he talks about the vision. Like, what direction do you want to go in your life? If you don't really have a vision, and I didn't really understand it until I heard him talk about it yesterday. And so, if you don't really have a vision, this is why sometimes we're just drifting. Maybe you have something you love to do and you do that and you're really good at it and you try and do that. And you do have something else that you really like and you're really good at that. And so you do it a lot and try and try. And you try and build all these things, but they don't really come to anything, or like nothing happens with it. Or it's just like frustrating because it's like it it doesn't, nothing happens with it. And so what I learned yesterday is that you create a vision. You have to create a vision. If you don't have a vision, you are not going to know where to go. You are not going to find your direction. And it makes so much sense when he said it. I'm like, of course, of course. If I don't have a vision, if I don't have a goal or a vision, then I don't know where to go. I don't know how to make the choices. I don't know what to choose and not to choose. And so it makes life easier once you put a vision out there, because once you set a clear vision for yourself, you have a clear vision, you know what you want to accomplish, you know what you want to have happen. And so you have a clear vision. All of your decisions are now going to be based on, is this going to help me towards my vision or not? Every decision that you make, every choice that you have to make, every time people come in, are you going to say yes to them or no to them? Depends on whether it's going to help you towards your vision. Also, when you focus on your vision, you allow things to come into your life to help you with your vision, things that align with it, because you get so focused. And now the whole universe is going to conspire in your favor to bring things together once you have that focus and that goal. So for me, the storms of the last year, they were a lesson. Now today, I am going to clarify the vision in whichever way I need to. Maybe you can create a vision board to make it colorful with pictures that you can see it. Or maybe you can just write about it. You can make affirmations that you already accomplished it. Or there are so many ways that you can put your vision together, but make it in a language that really speaks to you. Like, do you learn by listening, like watching, by feeling, touch? All that stuff. How do you really, and so that you can embody this vision. The vision is going to set you up for success. The vision is going to give you a direction. And the vision, personal goals, and also maybe personal goals, I think is the most common mission statement, or the reason why we do this. Maybe you're here on planet Earth. It's like, yeah, I want to reach this. I want to get that. I want to get that. And I want to get that. And then I would like to add, just maybe this time you can add also, and how can I, with all those things, how can I be of service to the greater good out there? How can I, with my knowledge, with all these things that I now know, how can I then add to maybe encouraging other people, maybe lifting them up, maybe giving some of the knowledge, maybe giving some of your time in volunteering, maybe doing something, trying to help the people out there. There's a huge need out there for people to have a goal, or to find vision, to have passion, to find some kind of joy in their life. There's a huge need for it. And so take whatever this new year is going to bring, and yes, have ambitions, be ambitious, grow, do your thing, and also find a way that you can take all of that and bring it to the greater good. And now you have a really good purpose and a really noble goal that is also going to help you build a good character, and feeling good about the things that you do, and sharing of the gifts that the divine placed in you and on you when you have your goals, your talents, your the things that you can do, accomplish, and all that stuff. Like all the good things that you have in your life, like the divine granted you all these things. And so, how can you be minion on this planet and go out there and share with other people in your own way? You can do it in your own way. Completion of these old patterns, like maybe like for me, I was like, I think because I don't know why, it doesn't really matter, but really like true happiness, the 10 of cups, like true happiness. How can you find it? Will you find it through someone else? Do you think that when you are broken, like for me, I'm speaking out of experience, like I was broken, like I was terrible place. I was not in my best self at all. And so I was going out there and I was looking for someone to help me, like if I could like maybe then I would be happy, or maybe then I would feel complete, or maybe then I would, and then I would. And then it was like, no, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And divine was telling me the whole time along the way, it's like, no, it doesn't work like that. No, oh, here she goes again. Now she's going to go for another round. Oh, here she goes again. It's going to go for another round. And that's life, and that's okay. And I'm laughing because that's life for many of us. We do the same stupid stuff over and 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 over again until we learn from it. And that's the beauty of it. You can do it as many times as you want to. There is no judgment. You have free will. You can make the choices that you want to make. But these are clear, like indicators in your life as to where the potential for bringing happiness into your life lays. So when I thought that someone else was going to make me happy, it doesn't work like that. If you have to find your own inner happiness, how can you cultivate your own inner happiness and be okay and be feeling good and feeling content and satisfied and joyful in your own company? How can you get to that place? And most people don't, because they've hardly ever been by themselves, or they don't have time to be by themselves. So there's always people around, or it's always something. So maybe you can just, make a little meditation closet, or however you can get a little space in your house. If you have a family, if you have people around all the time, maybe you can just create a little corner in the house. You can put some curtains on in the corner, or however, and just like when I'm sitting there, don't disturb me. This is my alone time. It's one way that you can do it in a house full of people. But if you can get out and away and maybe sit in nature a little bit, or just be by yourself for a little bit, it's so very essential for the well-being, because everything starts from within you. And all the journeys that you want to take, everything that you want to achieve in your life, any kind of goal, any kind of whatever it is you want to do, it starts within yourself. You will not find it through another person. You will not find it in other people. You can make yourself into the person that you wish to present to the world. And now you can attract someone who can stand by your side and do their own thing. And you can be strong together in your own ways. And so complete that. Don't fool yourself anymore thinking that someone else is going to make you feel happy or make you happy, because that is a job that is yours and yours alone to figure out on your own. As also I was looking back in my life this past year, I was seeing how these people come into your life. They can either bring you ease and make things easier and more fun, or they can load you up, and they load you up like a mule, and they pack onto you. And discernment, like when people are really good for you, you feel encouraged in your purpose. When people are really good for you, you feel more energized. When people are really good for you, you feel good after you talk to them. You feel great after you talk to them. You feel great after you hang out with them. If you leave and you feel uggish, now you're not really focused anymore. Now I don't really want to do my purpose anymore. Now, then you have to reassess. Completion, no more hanging around people who are toxic or put you down. Completion, no more thinking that other people are going to save you or do anything. You have to do it your own. And anytime you go within, it's going to feel like a storm, but they pass. They're just like clouds, experiences, clouds. They will pass, and you're going to be there, and you're going to be so much lighter, brighter. And yes, the inner journey, it's what it's about. And the beautiful light in me, it honors, it loves, and it respects the same beautiful light in you. Until next time, namaste.